the kids. They're ninjas? Ninjas. Though overused over the past decade as an internet meme of great stealth, they once were genuinely interesting characters. And in video games, they couldn't be beat. Ninjas may be far too commonplace nowadays, but back in the golden days of video games, we had the greats. Ryu Hayabusa, Goemon, Joe Musashi, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, those were the real hip ninjas. But there are also unsung ninjas out there, ones we have long forgotten in the annals of time. That's where the Ninja Kids come in, sneaking under the radar in an adventure often buried within archaic arcades. But before we dive into the meat of the video, I'd like to talk a little bit about this video's proud sponsor, NordVPN. Nah, I'm just kidding. They wouldn't sponsor me. Psh. You can try to understand the plot of the Ninja Kids if you really try, but your efforts will likely be in vain. Satan is being resurrected by a group who call themselves Satanists. I wouldn't expect a group of crotchety old Shriners to pull this off. And this will lead to humanity's utter destruction. Or at least that's what I assume. Maybe they're just here to open a taco stand or something. Then an old dojo master points to the sky, and the four marionette-like ninja kids leap into action to repress Satan back into the netherworld from whence he came. Okay, so it's not that creative. But maybe back in 1990 it was. I'm not sure. I can't remember any arcade from my childhood having anything but Street Fighter II in it. After popping in your precious quarters, you can choose one of the four ninja kids to control, and the second, third, and fourth players can choose the others. Well, okay, the fourth player doesn't really get a choice. Each one has their own unique weapon and element of magic. For example, Hanzo the blue kid uses the katana and can foster the power of water. Well, what a surprise. Akane the red ninja employs Shuriken and is enabled by the power of fire, and so forth. And of course, each ninja kid has to have its own special power. Check out some of these wicked special effects. Each of these characters look like one of the Muppets. Except the yellow one. He looks more like Charles Bronson in puppet form. Once you're ready to play, that old man points again with a ridiculous look on his face, and you're off to deal with demonic danger. Each of the game's 5 chapters begins with a scene typically depicting some bizarre thugs urging the ninja kids to try their luck at defeating them, or saying how the Satan is coming. Yeah, that's right, not just any Satan is being revived, but the Satan. Can't just have some random Satan roaming the streets at night. It has to be the genuine one. Always ask for proof of identification first, or you might end up with Johnny Satanberg from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. These scenes are always filled with lousy dialogue. Have you ever used Google Translate to translate a sentence into a variety of languages and then back to English to see how it's distorted? That's Ninja Kids for you. In the 7th month of 1999, a great king of terror flied down from the sky. You will be servants of the Satan. Wretch, Ninja Kids, do you feel our power? Here is a graveyard of you. At any risk, keep them in. Look, if you're gonna hire a translator, don't just grab the first one you find in a seedy tavern. Beyond the giddiness of the dialogue lies a beat-em-up not unlike the others which flooded the market in the late 1980s and early to mid-1990s. You basically walk around each area whomping on any and every enemy that crosses your path until only the Ninja Kids reign victorious. At the end of each stage, you'll encounter weird bosses like a googly-eyed werewolf, or a flamey head, or a zombie driving a mech. Yeah. The only major difference between this one and, say, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Final Fight, Golden Axe, or any of the other umpteen million brawlers is that... Okay, hold on. Well, I guess the only major difference is that your characters of puppetry, fighting the absolute strangest of creatures, including poorly aged zombies, brawny mellow men, and patriotic in the pants Rastafarian ruffians. Okay, that all sounded pretty strange. But really, it's the only way the Ninja Kids will ever stand out amongst the already overcrowded crowd, with nutty visuals that will stun the audience. And stun it does. Oh, and did I mention Satan is actually green? I didn't know that. And just a quick note about the sounds of this game. There must have been some sort of drinking party going on during that aspect of the development process. No sane sound engineer would ever make elderly zombies squeak like mice when sliced in half. Seriously? But at least they were nice enough to have the arcade cabinet say thank you when you inserted a coin.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't get love like that much anymore. All in all, the Ninja Kids isn't all that different from any other brawler on the market, though it does have its own unique sense of twisted charm. More popular examples have done it just as well, if not a tad better and more memorably, but that's no reason to treat the Ninja Kids like the plague. Unfortunately, there aren't that many ways to play this one legitimately, aside from the PlayStation 2 compilation Taito Legends, which is how I came to discover this hidden, flawed gem. And yes, there's a movie called Ninja Kids 2, but thankfully I haven't seen it. It looks like a cash grab. Thank you for watching. If you're stealthy enough, slice that like button and dice that subscribe button. You'll feel good after doing it, and you'll get a luscious mane of hair too. I pinky swear on that claim.